Hello, everyone. My name is Katie, and welcome to I Am Preeminent. And this is our space. And guys, today I have the beautiful Chantal Bent here with us. She is phenomenal. She's an entrepreneur. She's actually an international certified professional makeup artist, and she's actually the owner of a cosmetic brand. The name of the brand is Candy's Cosmetics and Chantal Beauty's Artistry. So Chantal, welcome to the platform. Guys, Chantal is based in Spanish Town in St. Catherine on the island, the beautiful island of Jamaica. And we want to welcome you to our platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Katie. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be here. I am truly grateful for this opportunity, and I thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Chantal also, guys, gives back to her community and her church. She does the makeup for the women there. She volunteers her time. So she's not just someone who's about her business, she's about the Lord's business, and she also gives up her time freely. Guys, this is a Wonder Woman. We're so grateful you stopped by today. So let's just get started. So Chantal, just tell us a little bit more about your journey through makeup and your brand, as well as your journey so far to this point in your life.
All right. So just a little introduction once more. So my name is Chantal Bent, and I am a professional makeup artist, and I also operate a cosmetic line, Candy's Cosmetics, where I do organic products, skincare, and I also do vegan lip glosses and all the works. So how I started, first and foremost, is I've always loved makeup, and I never really think of really doing it professionally, but it's something that I've always loved, and I'm always doing it on my friends. I'm always doing it on my face. I always watch YouTube videos, and it had become a passion, and it had grown into me. It has grown into me. And then, I was in a relationship, and that relationship was hindering a lot of stuff in my life. Also, it was hindering my gift, my talent, because sometimes we're in a relationship and we have everything handed down to us. So I didn't have the mindset to go there and work or go there and do anything for myself. But then when I gave my life to the Lord, I had to leave. I had to go out there and I had to fend for myself. And I knew I always wanted to do makeup at one point. So I went back to school and I got certified at the D. Marie Institute. And then when I started doing makeup, it was good, to be honest. It was amazing. I mean, I was fearful at first because, nobody knew me. Nobody knew about me. I was never on the forefront like that. And because, you come to God now, you surrender and you yielded. So you have to make changes, and that's where I had to step out in faith and know that God has my back and he will bring me through. And I started my journey, and it was amazing. It was phenomenal. And I wanted more apart from just doing makeup artistry. I wanted to do more. There was I think there was something else inside, and there still is some other stuff inside of me. But we have to start small, we have to dream big, but we have to also act now. So it's a case where I had to start small, and I'm growing, I'm evolving. And I must say, when the pandemic hit, that's where everything took a toll on my art, my profession. So I had to think of something else, like what can I do to, get another second income. So that's where I started my cosmetic brand, which is Candice Cosmetics. Now, how I started Candice Cosmetics is that I always wanted to have my own makeup line, my own lipstick, and the whole work as a makeup artist. I wanted my own stuff, my own products. So I started by doing lip glosses, and that's where I'm at now with the cosmetic brand. I started with doing vegan lip glosses, and then I further on branch out in doing organic products for myself, for my face, and testing it out, giving others sample to test out. And it was going good, and everything is going good. all right. And I'm so thankful. I'm grateful for the journey. There are highs and lows, but I've come a far way, and I'm thankful to God for where I am at now. So I hope I didn't go overboard with that
No,
answer.
of course not. I'm so happy because people are afraid to really walk by faith. Some people don't even understand what that means. To literally walk
Right.
away from everything that you know and trust God. And just talk a little bit more about that because that can be
Okay, sure.
applied into your business as you did, into your education as you did, into trust,
Yes.
not just within God, but with yourself as a woman. And we're
Right.
celebrating you. It is Women's History Month, and there's so many women that are afraid just to trust and walk by faith, not just in their
That's
spiritual
true.
walk, but in even in their
Yes.
business. Just talk about that a little.
Agreed. All right. So how I stepped out in faith now doing my makeup artistry and also my business, which is Candice Cosmetics. Now, when I was in this relationship and I started thinking about giving my life to the Lord, I knew I had to leave this relationship because it didn't glorify God for first and foremost, and it was a soul tie relationship, and I wanted to please God. Firstly, I wanted to please God and I wanted to give him all of me. And this person did not have the intention to come on that journey with me, and it was either the relationship or God. No, I had to choose God and I chose God. And to be honest, it was scary because I was like, God, I'm so used to this. I'm used to getting everything. I've never worked before. How will I survive? How will I make it? And I was worrying, and that's because you're young in the faith, so you don't really understand how faith works and how much God has our backs. So I was questioning him, and I stepped out. I left the relationship. I moved back to Spanish Town because I was in the country. So I moved back to Spanish Town, and I got a job in a store, and I was working at that store, and the money wasn't enough, but I was thankful
Mhm,
because it's my beginning, and I never want to forsake my small beginnings. So
mhm,
when I started working at the store, it was getting overwhelming because my boss, he cut the pay, and he cut the pay because I don't know why. Maybe it was just the enemy. I started to just get fear and lunch money. That was it. There was nothing else I could have do out of that pay but just pay my fare to work and buy one food for the day, and that's it. And I was like, no man, this is not it. This can't be it. There has to be more. I can't live like this. And I was like, God, what must I do? What should I do? What can I do? And the impression was on my heart to go back to school to get certified because I love makeup. That's the gift that he has given to me, and I had to utilize that gift instead of hiding it inside of me. I had to show the world what he has placed in me. So I went back to school and I got certified, as I said. And when I get certified, I was still working at this store. And I was getting frustrated now because the boss now, he started to get very, very abusive, emotionally abusive, verbally abusive. And I was like, no, God, I can't do this no more. This is too much. And I remember when I was at work, and the last thought that I had when the boss was being disrespectful, I walked out. Not a good thing, but he was very, very disrespectful. And I said, this is it. I'm leaving. And I remember I went home and I was crying and I said, God, what I'm gonna do now? What's gonna happen to me now? I don't want to suffer. I don't want to be hungry. I have nobody to give me anything. What can I do? And I wanted to do the makeup, yes, Lord, but I don't have any products. I don't have any makeup stuff. So how am I going to do makeup artistry? I remember like a year ago, my bank had given me a credit card. I never even remember about the credit card, and not even did activate the credit card because I had no interest in a credit card. Like, I don't want to have any bankruptcy or any debt or anything like that. So I didn't activate that credit card. And I was sitting there talking to him, and out of nowhere, I remember the credit card. I'm a jump up and me like, oh my God, I forgot to have a credit card. And can I tell you, I called the bank and I activated it, and I went to Half a Tree and I bought my makeup products. I went shopping, girls. I went shopping. I went shopping and I buy my stuff.
mhm.
And can I tell you that I stepped out and did my makeup, and the first month I earned my first $1,100,000. I could not believe it. But
Wow.
but God, I did that on my own with God, not just in my own flesh, but God. If I didn't knew Him and if I didn't step out in faith, I probably would have still be in that relationship, or I probably wouldn't have been obedient and stepped out, not knowing what would happen the next day, or if I would have some meal, or if I would make it, or if I would make any money. But I moved, and that's what happened for the first month. And I was like, whoa, who could this be? And I was so thankful. And from there I continued doing my makeup artistry, going up and about, traveling, because I don't have a vehicle, so I have to walk with my ring light and I have to walk with my luggage, and I just go all about doing my stuff, bookings here and there, all over. And I noticed that I started to get bookings for mostly bridal, so
Oh,
they were drawn to me. Right. It was just bridal bookings after bridal bookings. And I was like, what is this? Am I a bridal makeup artist, God? What are you saying? And I can say that I am a bridal
yeah.
makeup artist, because that's what I do mostly. So that's how that started off. That's how that happened. And for Candice Cosmetics now, she also was by faith. When the pandemic hit and I wanted to do something else, I wanted a second income, I wanted a second job. And, I was saying, God, I want to have my own cosmetic line. But I don't know how to go about the products. I don't know how to go about, because I don't live in the US where I can get like persons from the lab to create my stuff, my products. How can I do this? And then, I remember there was this girl that posted some lip glosses on her Instagram. And I was like, how does she go about making her own lip glosses and stuff? And it interested me. And I said, I'm going to do some research. And I started doing my research of how to make my own lip glosses. And I got the stuff, I got the ingredients, and I practiced and I made my own stuff. And that's how that came about. And I launched my lip gloss business in August last year. And then it moved from just selling lip gloss to starting to be an wholesaler. So what I
Oh,
do is
wow.
right. So, because you don't just want to sell one lip gloss to
Mhm.
one person. How much time one person gonna get one lip gloss? Lip gloss is lost forever. So
Yes.
I was like, okay, why not do wholesale? So for other young entrepreneurs, young women, if they want to start their business, I can provide them with the products. I can make the products, provide a package where I can do their labels for them, print them, design them, and put a little package for them to start their own business. And
Mhm.
then I was like, I wanted to do something else. I need to add more product. I need to sell something else. Now I always do my own skincare routine, and it's the case where I always have to be buying, products from stores. When they're finished, you have to buy. When they're finished, you have to buy. So I was
Yeah.
like, why not do my own stuff? And I started researching again how to do my own organic products, how to make them. And I did that, and I tested them on myself first. And as I said before, I issued them to, friends and close relatives to see if they love it, how did they like it, if it's working, if they're seeing any changes. And that's what I did. And that did well on its own as well. So it's skincare products also with the lip glosses and lip scrubs, and then I add a few accessories here and there. And so that's what I would say for that part.
Okay. I think it's so interesting how you were once dependent, then you
Mm-hmm.
became independent, and now you're a full blown businesswoman who's now a supplier to other
Yeah.
women who want to
Yes.
start their business. Can you talk a little
Right.
bit about how you transitioned from, well, with God in an area of lack to where you're now abundant? Meaning, did you did one partner? How did you get the besides your credit card? Because I know
Yes.
that you were able to start with your makeup, but now you've launched a second business outside of
Okay. Sure.
of
Right.
your makeup artistry. How were you
Mm-hmm.
able to fund that business, especially when, like a lot of us, we don't even know how to start?
Right. Okay. So how I started Candice Cosmetics brand now. This is it, and this is the amazing part of how this starts. No, I was saving. So whenever I was doing my makeup, right, I saved every single client that I did. I saved something from it. Now, if I earned $7,000 from one client, I would put down 4,000. If I make 5,000 from one client, I will put down 3,000. So every single time I do a client, there's a portion that is owed to save. Now, as I said, when the pandemic hit and I needed a second income, that's what started that business. The money that I saved from Chantal's beauty artistry. Now, when I used all my savings, because that's what I did, I launched with only 30 lip glosses. That was it. I launched with 30 lip glosses, and I when I launched with my 30 lip glosses, everything was sold out in like the first month, and I was blown away because I
Wow.
did not. I know. I did not expect that. And what I did now, the money that I've earned from those lip glosses, because remember now, we finish out the bank account with Chantal's beauty artistry now. So only left with Candy's cosmetics money now. So when I finished, what I did, I had to go and hurry now to order more ingredients, more products, because I didn't want to just launch and then no bloops, I don't have no products, because I didn't expect the lip glosses to sold out so quick. And I bought more stuff, I bought more products, and then again, I was sold out again. And I was like, why do I keep being sold out? Maybe it's because I'm buying in small portions, but I was buying what the money could have bought. I started with a 5-ounce bag of my base ingredients. And when I realized, when I keep buying the 5 ounces of bag, which is the base ingredient, I've realized that it wasn't doing much. It wasn't enough at the pace of how things were going,
Right. The
which is
demand.
still mind blowing.
Mhm.
Right. So I stopped buying the small pouches, the 5 ounces base ingredient, and I started going higher. I started going to more, buying more. And when I started to buy more, this is same money from the beginning, still transitioning, starting with small portions and gradually going up. Now, when at one point in my business, because mostly it's persons who really know you like that. You're not gonna get much support from the public because they don't really know you as yet.
Mhm.
So it's mostly persons now who have really known me from my makeup or from church or around my neighborhood and all of that. So when I started now gaining like here and there customers from Instagram, it was slow. It was a slow pace, but I still continued. I have days where I felt discouraged, but I knew that I had an expected end, and I knew that God didn't just call me here to just leave me. So I had to keep going. I know that He called me to this, and I know that there was more, and I had to keep going in spite of the bumps, in spite of not getting sales how I should, and I kept going. And when I did that, I realized, and I wanted to do something more, and this is where the wholesale comes about. When I started to buy the large amount of quantities, I said, I'm just gonna offer this service where I do the wholesale, make the products, because I enjoy making the stuff. So I said, I'm gonna take the wholesale route and just buy, because I can get like 100 tubes, containers, and I can get like, a 100 syringes or 100 pipettes, and it doesn't really cost a lot. So I knew how to budget.
Mhm.
And that's how that happened.
So can you tell us a new project that you're working on right now?
Oh my God, I did not want to talk about that, but here we go. Okay. So I am working on something new. I'm working on a new project, and I don't. It's a surprise. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna give a few hints here and there. So as you know, as I've said earlier into this, there is something my bishop, he always said that. So we have to have vision that is extremely big, right?
Yes.
Big vision, but we have to start small.
Yes.
And when we start small, we have to do it now. We can't wait. We can't wait for when we have the whole portion of money. We can't wait until we get a big break. You understand? We have to use what we have, utilize what we have.
Yes.
So my dream and my passion was to have my own products as a makeup artist. And I was like, how can I merge Candice Cosmetics and Chantal's beauty artistry together? Because that's something I really, really wanted to do. I wanted them to become one. And I said, okay, I knew what I wanted from day one when I started with the lip glosses. And I've done some research on how to get my own products. So some of the products, well, the first thing, can't get too much info.
No,
but so I can talk about one of the products. So the first thing that I will be launching apart from the lip glosses is my matte lipsticks. So I'm gonna have lipsticks, not only lip glosses but lipsticks, and this is how it will be incorporated into Chantal's beauty artistry, because I am a makeup artist and I do use lipstick ever so often. So why not have my own personal stuff? Why not have my own personal makeup product? So this is one of the products that I'm working on, and it's actually 3 items. And as I said, we want to keep things a surprise.
Yes.
So one of them is a matte lipstick, and I'm excited about that. And there's another big one I'm extremely excited about, but we are gonna see it sooner or later.
Yes,
but I am just off talking to suppliers, because in China, it's a different time frame, and you have to stay late at night
yes,
to
there's like 12 hours ahead. Yes.
Right. So it's just been that, just countless hours in the late night hours, talking to them, talking about my brand, how I want it, what I really want, and formulation and everything. So that's what I've been doing behind the scenes. So I think I should be launching either the end of March or the first week in April for sure.
For your lipstick, I just want to make sure that I'm getting the products that we're launching now. You're talking about lipstick that we're launching by the end of March?
Yes, or the first week of April.
Wow, that's about 2 weeks.
So quick, no man. Which one? The first week, or at least 3 weeks. No man, 3 weeks. Like about 3 weeks.
Okay, we're excited. We're excited, guys. These are good things coming.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I wanted to know, since you've launched your companies, because now you have 2. You have one where you make physical products that you sell, and then you have one where you are the product because you are the artist who does like mainly bridal makeup. So what's the fondest memory you've had thus far since becoming an entrepreneur?
The best memory. What would be my best memory? Do I have a best memory? I'm not even sure if I have a best memory, but I think. Oh yeah, I think one of my best memory is when when I launched my products and I was distributing. Well, it's delivering. When I deliver, as a matter of fact, whenever I deliver a product and I would give that product in a very, very beautiful and cute packaging. And, everything about my brand says me, because, the brand is Candice Cosmetics, and candies are sweet. Candies are attractive and they're beautiful. So one of the greatest memory for me is when I issue my packages, or when my customers would receive their package and then they would give me that nice awesome review, or when I deliver it and they would open it and they would be so excited and happy. I think that is my best memory, and that I enjoy that more than anything else, when I offer and I provide quality products, when I provide quality services to my clients slash my customers. And it's just the wows, especially for my makeup artistry, Chantal's beauty artistry. It's just the afters, not only the befores, because the befores are amazing as well, but it's the afters for my brides, when they look in the mirror and they're amazed, and they're teary because of how beautiful they are. I mean, they are beautiful before of course, but it's just a confidence that they've gained when I finish doing my job, and their entire bridal party is just in awe. So that's my greatest memory each and every single time. That will always be my greatest memory.
I love that. And it's so personal. And you know what? It says a lot about your calling, because when a woman is getting married, most of the time we're getting married in the church or before a minister of God. And here it is, it's one of the most important days in her life. And your children, I mean, you've been called into bridal makeup artistry, you know, it's a big deal for you to be selected to present her, basically. I mean, when they unveil her, he wants to see a beautiful bride. And I think that's such an amazing gift that you have, honestly.
I mean, right. It is. It truly is, because they always be like, "Girl, you're truly gifted, and God really gift you with this gift." That's what amazes me. And as I said, that those and will always be my best memory. And each and every day, I'm just thankful to God. When I look back at the reviews and the comments, or how they would continuously reach out to me, even months after their wedding, it surprises me sometimes. I guess maybe they're having flashbacks, or maybe they're scrolling through their gallery, and they just keep coming with the comments that amaze me. And I'm like, God, thank you so much for this gift. This is not me. This is what you have loaned to me. I am just the body. I am just the vessel. You gave this. You instilled this into me. It's not me. It's all you're doing. So I am forever grateful for what he has given me. And it's true, he's God, and he knows us before we are formed in his womb. And I don't think there's anything else that he could have instilled or have given to me. Honestly, this is the best thing that he has given to me. Honestly, I'm so thankful. He's amazing.
He is amazing. He is so amazing. Oh my gosh. And then I wanted to ask you, what was the inspiration behind your name, Candy's Cosmetics brand?
All right, that's the easiest thing. Okay, so how that name comes along, right? So ever since I was born, you have a birth name, right? And it's on your birth certificate. Well, when I was born, my mom gave me two names. No, one is just not on the birth certificate, but she named me Candy since I was a child, since I was a baby. And I've grown with that name, apart from, the birth name, which is Chantal. I've grown with that name. Most persons call me by that name, Candy. And I was like, I wanted a name. And I knew exactly what name I would have given to my brand. And because it represents me, sweet, attractive, beautiful, gorgeous, loving, and makes people happy. And that's what Candice Cosmetics about. It's beautifying others, because there are women out there that struggle with acne, they struggle with hyperpigmentation, they struggle with eczema, and this is what some of my products combat, like the turmeric, honey products, my organic oils like the grapeseed, the jojoba oil, the natural stuff that was planted here and created here in the earth. So when I can use that, what God has placed in the earth, to fix or correct others' insecurities, that is what amazes me. And I am truly just thankful, and I'm truly grateful. But I don't, as I said, Candice Cosmetics is just a brand that will offer way more than just a gloss and just face products. It's just way more than that, and way more to come. But it's just a process, and it's a journey.
I love the fact that you're using natural ingredients. You're using real ingredients, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil. People think that these things are specialty oils, but these are actually some of the most natural oils that you can find on the earth, that are similar to the oils that is coming out of your skin. Like these are pure oils. And I don't think people understand that you're using quality ingredients to make quality products, because a lot of these big brands, let's talk about the competition here. You are a very small business owner, and you're on the same playing field with these big brands who use really
Right.
toxic chemicals.
Yes.
And these are things that people have been using for decades, like
Yes.
Dettol and stuff like that, on their face, on their skin. These aren't even things that you're supposed to be using on your body. These
Right.
are chemicals
Mm-hmm.
that we use as in a household cleaning product for the floors. Can you just talk a little bit about how you've had to come ahead of your competition, whether it's a big brand or another small business owner like yourself?
Okay, sure. So what I've realized now in modern days is that a lot of, well, I would say the competitors, especially other small businesses, what they entirely mostly, I mean, there are other sisters, of course, like myself, that do organic stuff, but I know that what's taking over the market mostly is bleaching products. And we know that bleaching is very, very toxic to the skin. We might not see now. Yes, it might do something for us in the moment, but what happened when you're much older, it makes your skin sag, it makes you look much older, it makes you look harder. And most persons, that's what they're really going towards, the bleaching items. Now what I've realized is that a lot of persons complain not just about the bleaching products, but just about the products that sells in store, or even high-end brands, of course. They say, I have customers, they try every single thing and they spend how much money at dermatologists, them spend how much, right, they spend how much money at this doctor, that doctor. And they was like, I try everything and nothing's working. And I was like, they always like, I rather natural stuff. I don't want the harsh chemical, because I think it does something to my skin. So I think there's a upper edge in the case where it's natural and it won't harm the skin and it's safe for the skin, because most of these products, it's actually what we already have in our system, in our face. So
Yes.
it just complements what is already there and correct every issue that is already there, and it's not harming your skin, or it's not gonna affect you in the longer run, because there's no chemical whatsoever in it. And what it actually does when it's organic and not chemically formulated is that it actually corrects even wrinkles, I mean large pores, your excessive oily skin, and just the pigmentation, the dark circles under your eyes. So these natural organic stuff correct that without surgery, without harsh chemical, without any harm, any damage. And I think that's a win-win over, other competitors, or over other high-end products and bigger brand. So that's the hedge that we have here.
I love it, and I think sometimes you don't have to sell your product as hard as when natural products were just coming up, because I think women are learning to understand that the products that were being sold by these big pharma companies are really not good for us, even
Yes.
down to even down to our regular products for women, that because our bodies are so sensitive,
Yes.
that now
Yes.
they're
Yes. That's
making
true.
like dye free products, chlorine
Yeah.
free products. You would think that they wouldn't have these harmful chemicals in our everyday products, but this we're learning, and it is making it so much more simpler for business owners like yourselves, because you really have a
Mm-hmm.
woman's best interest at heart.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. That's true.
And now, what
Completely
advice
agree.
would you have for the young Chantal?
The young Chantal, what advice I have, I always said this. I wish that she had started earlier. That's one of my thing that I one of my insecurities. But God always remind me that it's not my timing, it's His timing,
Mhm.
and it's never too late. It's never too late to start. It's never ever too late. So reverse that. And the advice that I would give my young Chantal is to just keep going, keep growing, and never give up, never stop. Just climb, and God will do the rest. God will do the rest. Don't worry about nothing, Chantal. It's gonna be okay. It will be okay because you serve a God that is bigger than the universe.
Yes.
So that's the advice I would give to younger Chantal.
And then what advice would you give to a young woman? I mean, I know that men will be watching our program, but it's Women's
Mm-hmm.
History Month. And I have
Right.
all women that we are interviewing for the month of March. So I wanted to specify these answers to young women because we need
Mm-hmm.
to be encouraged by other women and see other
Yes.
women do it. This is not the time to
Right.
say,
Yes.
I want to do something. This is the time to do something because we're in a season of
Right.
abundance. So,
Right.
what would you say to her? A young woman, maybe she doesn't know what she wants to do, but she knows that she's unhappy where she is and she's
Yes.
not sure how to move forward with a business.
Okay.
With, she may have an idea or maybe she feel like
Yes.
everybody's doing it. So,
Yes.
she can't do
Right.
it.
Okay.
What would you say to
All
her?
right. So, what I would say to you is that first, you have to know what you really want to do if you don't. And if you don't know what you want to do, that's also fine. That's okay. What you do when you don't know what to do is that you take it to the Lord in prayer. You ask Him, because
Yeah.
remember, He created us and He gave each and every one of us a gift, a talent, and a purpose. So, all of us have a purpose on this earth. And because he gave us a purpose, we have to ask him, Dad, what is it that you placed me here to do? And don't worry about think, I'm not gonna hear him. Trust me, he will make it clear to you. He will tell you, he will send somebody to confirm it for you. So that's the first thing that you can start off by. Know what you want to do. And if you don't know what to do, it's fine. You can ask, just wait upon him and wait for his direction and his clarity. No, I mean, don't ever limit yourself and think that, oh, so much people is doing this. If I had followed myself and said so much people doing lip glosses, I would have never grown to where I am now. To
Yeah.
not just, yes, I may start with lip gloss and everybody's doing lip gloss, but that's not where I will end. Now remember that God says in His Word that He has an expected end for each and every one of us. He has a future for us. Understand? So what you do is that you start with the little that you have and you never forsake the little that you have, the little that you will start with. Don't forsake it, don't curse it. Start with it, and God will do the rest. He'll make a way, He'll create the path, He'll direct your steps, right? So don't murmur of the small beginning, because the small beginning is what will elevate you. When God sees that you're doing something and you're pushing out, you're walking out in faith, trust me, that will make God move in your life. That will make God move in your direction.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you have now, if it's the only thing that maybe you only can do here, start with here. You don't have to stop at doing here. Maybe there's a product that will be birthed out of you. Maybe you'll have your own edge control. Maybe you'll have your own maybe your own style. A lot of style kits coming like the butterfly locks, the goddess locks. You
Mhm.
don't know what can bring you into your big break. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter the title of that thing. Start with it and work with it, and God will do the rest. So don't just, as I said, don't curse, don't forsake, don't murmur of where you are now. And whatever it is that you're doing now, and you want it to go to another level, if you're stuck and if you feel stranded, what you can do, you can ask again, ask the Lord, because He knows all things. We don't,
Yeah.
right? He said, in our ways, all our ways, we should acknowledge Him, and He shall direct our paths. No, when because I can tell you this, when I stopped when I was doing Candy's customers, I was stuck. I wanted more and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what could I do, God. And this is I for days I wouldn't upload because I knew that there was something that I want to do with my business. But I waited and I kept asking and I'm not hearing from him. I'm not hearing anything. There was no impression on my heart. And I waited until boom, he gave me that impression, and that's where I'm taking Candice Cosmetics next. And this is the start of the lipstick. So just wait in his presence. Don't go ahead of him, and don't go by what society says or what society tells you. A lot of persons, you can't say what you're doing. You have to keep it to yourself and maybe tell one and two few persons, because people might say something that will make you lose your focus or it will just discourage you. You don't want that. You want to have a positive circle, a positive mindset, and then everything else will come after. So that's my little tool.
I love it. I love it. And I loved what you said about sealing your lips when you have your desires and your dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Can't
very, very important.
everyone
Yes,
does not support you. And you'd be
right.
surprised by those who attack your vision the most. You know,
Amen.
it's those who
Right.
thought would have been the wind beneath your wings. But sometimes you have to learn to fly on your own.
Amen. I've learned that. So I
Hmm.
can truly say no. It's best to keep your mouth closed. Trust me.
I agree. I agree.
Mhm.
And is there anything that you'd like to share that I have not asked at this time?
Sure. I mean, so this is what most persons will struggle with, or this is what most persons I think I've come across and been asked this question so many times on my business page, and it's what keeps you going? What do you do when nothing is going on for your business? How do you continue? And I just want to say that it will never be easy. And I also want to say that other businesses, even those big businesses that you see now, they've been through it. There are highs and there are lows. It will never be smooth always. But does that mean that you should stop? No, it doesn't. It's what will help you grow and bring your business to the next level. So, how you stay motivated, you have to keep entertaining yourself, entertaining your mind with business minded persons. Or what you can do if if you don't really know a lot of business persons, watch YouTube. That's what I do. I watch YouTube. I watch other young entrepreneurs. I watch other small business owners. I hear their story. I listen to their story, and that's what helped me to be motivated and to stay encouraged when I hear when everything was not always good, but they kept going. You know, a lot of these businesses, they had it rough, they had it really bad, but they didn't give up. They kept going, they kept going, they kept going. Whether you have a sale, even if you have one sale for the month, don't give up. Don't give up, because guess what? Nothing happens overnight. What you're doing, you are planting a seed in your business and for your business. And guess what? Once a seed is planted, what you have to do is water it, speak life, and decree and declare over that seed, and you will reap, you will gain your harvest. So that's my last word. Sure.
Chantal is going to become a preacher and no longer a makeup artist.
Oh my God.
I love it. Ladies, take note.
Mm.
Nothing impossible
Mm-hmm.
with God.
That's true. Amen. I agree.
Chantal, you've been such a pleasure. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love
Aw.
our time here. Guys, I'm going to ask you to look in the description box below. I will be leaving the links to Chantal's business pages, her contact information. Whether you are a young woman who wants to
Mhm.
start a business, remember that Chantal is in Spanish Town in St. Catherine, Jamaica.
Mhm.
She is on one of the largest islands in the Caribbean, but Jamaica is still a small place in
Yes. Yes.
comparison to somewhere like the United States. But yet still she perseveres, she is consistent with what she does, and therefore she is now successful. If you would like to start a business in the makeup industry, lip gloss, lipstick, please reach
Yes.
out to her. You are able to overcome, you are able to do it.
Amen.
You need
Right.
someone to do your makeup, please follow her, DM her, email her. The information will be in the
Mhm.
description box below. Support her. We get further in life when we
Mhm.
support each other.
That's true.
Chantal, thank you so much. I absolutely love our time here
Aw.
together. Guys, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much,
watching.
Kitty.
Isn't she
Thank you,
amazing?
guys. Thank you so much for having me, Katie. I had an
You're
amazing
welcome.
time. Thank you so much. And I pray that, God will bless you. I pray that He'll open doors for you in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And I pray that He will bring you before great men and you will not stop here, but the world will know about you and continue to
Thank
impact
you.
lives. continue to support other small businesses by putting them on a platform that is amazing, and you're doing an awesome job. God bless you,
Thank you
honey.
so much. Oh, I receive it in Jesus' name, guys. I'm Katie. This is Chantal, the CEO of Candy's Cosmetics. She's also a board certified professional, not just bridal. Maybe that's the path God has called her to, but she is a makeup artist. Dear guys, I'm asking that you follow her. Chantal, thank you so much for spending time with
You're
us.
welcome, honey.
We are I Am Preeminent, you guys. And until the next video with an amazing woman, we are asking you to take care, be safe, and continue to follow the many women that we have introduced you to and support their businesses. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.